Fight Clock is sponsored by EA Sports UFC 2, which hits stores on March 15th with more than 250 licensed UFC fighters. Pre-order your copy now at easports.com/UFC. White trunks for Bahadurzada, black trunks for Brandon Thatch. Nice kick. He will switch his stance often.
He has some excellent traditional martial arts skills, beautiful kicks and punches, and now training out of the Elevation Fight team, really working hard on the holes in his game, which have been submissions and wrestling.
He described it, Joe, as being in a room of big brothers, beating him down, making him better every day. He has really enjoyed the challenge, and we'll see if it starts to really come to fruition, especially against an experienced Bahadurzada.
You see beautiful kicks from Brandon Thatch. The switching and the stances, very difficult to deal with. And he is a big guy for 170 pounds. When you're standing next to him, he looks like a light heavyweight. And he lands that nice leg kick there.
Thatch, 11 career wins, all finished in round one. 2 of those inside the octagon. Nearly 800 days since we've seen Siyar Bahadurzada. Multiple surgeries. Returns here and he's throwing leather as Thatch gets back to the center.
And Bahadurzada, known for his power, but also for his wild and open attacks. I mean, he almost just throws caution to the wind and throws these big looping punches. Thatch thinks that's going to be a problem, and he's going to be able to counter those big shots. But Bahadurzada has so much confidence and so much power that just one of those lands, and all of a sudden you're shook up.
Brandon Thatch said exactly that, Joe, but he said he believes that's all Bahadurzada has, that one-punch power. He's going to challenge him in other areas. Let's wait and see. There's the clinch game.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Hey, Dan Henderson, baby.
Nice knee to the body by both men. But when you look at how wide open Bahadurzada is, chin down, I mean, he does a lot of things that just aren't textbook. Puts his feet real close together, wings his punches, but when they land, people go to sleep.
Switch stance again, continues to be utilized by Brandon Thatch. A non-stop punching and kicking machine. Good body shots by Bahadurzada.
Good knees to the body by Bahadurzada. A good right hand by Bahadurzada. And Thatch looking for the clinch.
Siyar said pre-fight, I will not be taken down.
Good combination by Thatch there.
Both men scoring.
Oh, spinning elbow.
And a nice knee with the clinch. Trying to pull that head down and deliver a fight-ending knee.
You watch how Bahadurzada throws punches. Head straight up, hands down, still terrifying.
Nice improvisation there. Improvisation by
Thatch gets him down. Very nicely done by
And he earns his takedown because of it, Joe. He saw that the knee wasn't there.
Thatch looking for the guillotine, but now he's inside control. He's got to let go of that head. Bahadurzada on top here. Brandon moves to full guard. Looking for a triangle.
Leister Bowling and Company in Brandon Thatcher's corner. They do such a great job at Elevation in Denver.
Well, that triangle was there. He just couldn't close it up. He's got those long legs.
Thatch has only been to the second round 2 times in his career, and this is career fight 15. About 45 seconds away from it.
He's scrambling to get back up to his feet. He's got his back up against the cage, and Siyar's trying to pull him away. Siyar steps over. Now, Thatch looking for the Kimura, but he doesn't have control of the legs at all. He's inside control here. He's got to get his right leg into play. He's got to scoot his right leg in between. Well, Siyar's doing it for him. While he's got that Kimura, hold on to that arm. No, he lets go of that. Now he switches to an attempt at a guillotine or a headlock. The right leg is trapped, and it's keeping Thatch underneath Bahadurzada. He's got to get that right leg up, stand back up to his feet.
Round 1 just about in the books live here on FS1. Leicester Bowling said, we're not brawling here. We want to remain patient. We want to remain ready. Don't get into his world. They also said no guillotine, stay on top. If it goes back to
tagged him. He tagged him. He hurt him back
coming out aggressively. If it goes back to the ground, it may not with this flurry.
And Bahadurzada looking for the takedown. And he gets it.
Hands on him. Hands on top of him. Hands on the bicep. Body half. Body half.
Calling for body head. Bahadurzada in preparation for this fight, his first in a long time, well over 2 years. Training in Albuquerque at Jackson Winklejohn. Bahadurzada formerly trained with the Black Zillions in Florida. You can hear the call for body head, and that's what Bahadurzada is trying to achieve.
Don't just sit there.
That's getting his knees in play defensively. Trying to get back up to his feet. Bahadurzada's holding on to him.
Thatch looking to stifle the attack of the first Afghan athlete to compete in the UFC. Hammer fist.
The good punches from the top by Bahadurzada.
Let's go.
John McCarthy urging the fighters to continue to push the pace here in round 2. Gotta stay busy.
Looking for some hammer fists here from the top.
2 minutes into the second. Don't forget, top of the hour, 10 in the East, 7 in the West. UFC 196, McGregor versus Diaz, only on pay-per-view.
Thatch has got to take advantage of this. He's back. There's a nice leg kick by Thatch. Attacks it again. Good right hand to the chin. Catches Bahadurzada.
Just missed with that one. Brandon Thatch started training in martial arts at age 5. Competed in full contact battles starting at age 17. And pushes forward.
Oh, good
nice
uppercuts
work
by Bahadurzada.
Yeah, good dirty boxing, Joe.
Nice knees.
Looking for another takedown.
And Thatch collapses here. He looks exhausted. Taking some big, big, deep breaths with Bahadurzada on top of him. So exhausting fighting off someone on top of you.
Twice the experience on the ledger of Bahadurzada, and he's only a year older than his opponent Brandon Thatch. Competed primarily in Japan and Europe for over a decade. And Bahadurzada +1 in the takedowns. And good ground and pound again. Postured up.
And Thatch is trying to hit him with these small shots from the bottom instead of working to get back up.
Oh, those are nasty.
He's got some serious power. Even in close range like that. These are hard hammer fists. And Thatch looking for an armbar.
There you go.
I don't think he's got it though. I don't think it's deep enough. And he's getting hammer fisted in the face while he's doing this.
Bahadurzada had injured hands, broken knuckles, injured rib, injured back. But still said, way back when he fought here against John Howard, that he thought he could win at about 30% efficiency. Took a lot of time off and looking for a showcase win right here, right now on FS1.
He had multiple surgeries,
yes, absolutely.
Watch your hands here.
Biceps, both labrums. And huge, huge ground and pound here.
Yeah, he has just nasty power, Mike. And again, it's not the most technical, but the amount of impact that he's got, these short shots.
And control throughout the majority of this round.
Hammer fists here. And again, Thatch's Achilles heel has been his grappling, and it remains his grappling. It continues to be a problem. So talented on the feet, but just really got to work on the grappling.
third and final round.
Thatch.
Yeah.
Thatch has really got to make something happen in this third round. And for Bahadurzada, if I was in his corner, I'd take this guy down. He can't do anything about it.
More of the same.
Yeah, more of the same. I mean, swinging wild like that on his feet might work, but taking him down definitely works.
Well, and you heard the corner of Thatch, Joe, say if you stay at distance, you will knock him out.
Maybe.
Maybe, exactly. Better chance than inside, that's for certain.
Yeah, he's got to get out of that. Oh, he got tagged. He got tagged. And he goes right to his back.
Big
Hard hammer fist by
trying to win
Bahadurzada.
this fight right now.
Bahadurzada just swinging like a wild animal. He is so aggressive, and Thatch is really tired here, Mike. You see him throw his head down. It's just his head gives out, takes giant breaths.
Last fought 798 days ago, and in control here again in round 3, Siyar Bahadurzada. The great looks spectacular tonight. Over the top.
Well, he's certainly shown some excellent ground and pound and control and the ability to hold Thatch down. And a lot of his Thatch is just not offering up much from his back.
And a change in team, notably to Jackson Wink.
For Bahadurzada, yes.
Yes, exactly.
Small cut through an elbow.
Trying to put all his weight on his opponent, Brandon Thatch, and doing a good job of it.
Well, he's just not moving enough. He's not doing enough to try to get back up to his feet, like right here. He's got to explode. And Bahadurzada keeps his hands on the mat. He makes some classic mistakes.
Yeah.
And Thatch just doesn't know how to capitalize on those with his guard. Like right here, Bahadurzada puts his hands on his back. You do that with a guy like Brian Ortega, and you're going to get into a triangle. I mean, he just doesn't know the techniques, or he doesn't know them enough.
Get it up.
And it's unfortunate because he's so talented standing up. He's just got a hole in his game.
And he's got to stay up here. John McCarthy back to the feet, center of the octagon, and Thatch needs to take advantage of that move.
He most likely needs a knockout.
Absolutely.
And the problem is, he could get knocked out searching for that knockout because Bahadurzada can crack.
Or take him down again.
Yes. And Bahadurzada knows that the only way they're getting back up is if Big John stands him up.
Yep.
But again, it's not like he's doing it through some world-class wrestling, holding him down. It's just that Thatch has a hole. He's got a hole in his game.
And there we go again.
Yeah, I mean, that was like a give-up takedown.
4 for 4 for Bahadurzada.
2 minutes, Siyar. 2 minutes, Siyar. No.
As he continues to try to break down Brandon Thatch.
Not much time left for Thatch, and he is absolutely exhausted. And Siyar is just sealing the deal here. To the body and to the head. And all Bahadurzada has to do, Mike, is just make sure this doesn't get stood up. Just stay busy, keep landing these shots, perhaps move out of the guard into half guard or into side control, and this fight's his. If he can keep this up for a minute and 15 seconds,
he is well in control. Sticking to the game plan in his return. Fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico now.
Head and arm choke possibility here. If he can get out of the half guard, and that's a loose half guard, he's essentially out. He just has to slide that right knee up and out. It's not, nothing's holding it in place. He's out.
Yeah.
He's in position. Thatch is going to tap.
And it's all over. Siyar Bahadurzada by submission.